All right, first grade, let's dive into Unit 3 for the quick practices. So remember that quick practices are intended to build automaticity with things that you've already learned, but we are not yet fluent with. So remember, when you get our slide decks, you can get that with the link below, that you're going to find all of the slides that go with these quick practices, but you can also use the printouts that come in the Math Expressions Teachers Edition. You can use your real physical cards, like for the example, the first one, we're going to do secret code cards. So remember, you have demonstration secret code cards as the teacher set, and you can have students using those. They love using these. This is a great option. If you want to use the slide deck though, and just move the things on the slide, you may also do that. So remember, this first slide that I have for you has links to all of the things. So it has links to this video, it shows you the materials that you might need, and then it breaks it down so you know when you're supposed to change the quick practice. So as we go into lesson 1, we're working with our secret code cards and we're building teen numbers. So the student leader would say it with me. 10 and 1 makes 11, or 10 and 1 is 11. So as students say it, the student leader is moving the cards, or they're taking their cards and they're putting them together. Then we say, now say it with me with a finger flash, and everyone would say 11 is 10 and 1. So remember, it's always kinesthetic place value when you're doing finger flashing. So we're finger flashing 10 to our left, and then we freeze in the middle, and then we do our ones on our right hand side. So 11 is 10 and 1, versus the first time we say 10 and 1 is 11. Okay, so now we finger flash the next one. 10 and 6 is 16. Say it with a finger flash. 10 and 6 is 16. Okay, so we continue to go, and you'll do multiple numbers for the day, and you're going to do that for every day for the first 7 lessons. When you get to lesson 2, you're going to do the secret code cards, the finger flashing, and then you also work on counting on. So we've picked this up from Unit 2. We know we're not completely fluent at it yet, so we're going to now work on it with a slide like this. So I have a couple things that I've modified. First of all, I want you to see that we're still looking for counting on for the unknown number, but then there's this little sign right here that indicates it's automaticity. This means that I might go through the slide a second time and work on who actually knows those facts. And if it has an automaticity icon by it, it means I think that those are facts that students now should just know. So for example, 8 plus something equals 10. They should see this as a sum of 10. They should have their make 10 partners. We see this as a doubles. So students should see they just know the other double. So let's first go through with counting on. So it would be class, think about it. So we point to it, and then the whole class would say, or the student leader would say, count on with me. Okay, so we have 8, 9, 10. Class, how many did we count on? 2. Class, think about it. Class, count on with me. 7, 8, 9, 10. How many did we count on? 3. Now, I like when I say think about it, that students have to put the answer on their heart box. So if they already know that it's 3, they'd put it here, which is like the think about it. They're putting an answer here. The student leader sees how many kids have an answer. When we have a good majority of kids, and we say, class, let's count on. 7, 8, 9, 10. Were we right? Yes, we counted on 3. And we'd continue on for multiple problems. Then I can go back through the slide and say, now class, just give me the answer. Ready? Class, 2. Class, 3. Class, 3. Okay, so we're looking for that. I can even have a conversation. What do you notice? This is a make 10 fact. This is a doubles fact. What is this? This is a 5 plus fact. We've been working on that since Unit 1. Okay, the 5 crows in a row, 2 below. So when we see this, I want kids to start thinking, remember, it's 5 crows in a row. How many below until we get to 9? So remember, that was a quick practice back in Unit 1. We're now getting them to see that's the same thing as this. Okay, make connections. This is a make 10. This is a make 10. So sometimes I'll go through and I'll say, I'm going to point to the equation. You just tell me what type of fact it is. Make 10. Doubles. Make 10. Make 10. 5 plus. Make 10. Make 10. Now just tell me the answer. 2, 3, 3, 4. Okay, so we're practicing 2 things. Ideally, this quick practice is just about getting better with counting on. I'm also weaving in, there needs to be some fact fluency practice to get automatic with some of those facts we've been working on. You will continue that then all the way through lesson 6. And then when you start to get over here to the end of lesson 6, you can see that we have unknown numbers. We get to lesson 7, and now we're going to do both. So we're going to have a counting on the unknown addend, but now we're going to say, now let's count on for subtraction. So class, read it with me. 4 minus 2 equals, think about it. They might put the answer here. Okay. Class, count on 2, 3, 4. So we take one of the partners and we're counting on till we get to the total. The same thing, you notice these automaticity things. Now we're going to go through and say, what type of fact is it? Do you recognize this as a doubles fact? Do you recognize this as a doubles fact and a make 10? A make 10 fact. Because remember, subtraction is not just putting down fingers. Okay, subtraction is also knowing an unknown partner. That's all this is. We did unknown partners before. This is still an unknown partner. I know the total. Now I'm looking for the unknown partner. What number goes with 2 to give me 4? What number goes with 5 to give me 10? It's not just putting down fingers. So you'll continue that now, a slide of counting on unknown addend, a slide of counting on for subtraction, and then we'll practice that till the end of the unit. Now, don't forget that we have all the slides you need, not just for quick practice and for daily routines. Those are complimentary. Make sure you get them at the link below. But we also want you to know that we have slides for every single lesson, the full lesson in math expressions. Now, our job is to improve fact fluency. Our job is to improve visuals and math discourse and making sure that students are building concepts well. We think you need more visuals to do that. So I have created a full slide deck for every lesson, for every unit, for every grade level, and it is accompanied with videos like this, where I teach you how to teach that particular lesson using the tools, the drawings, and then of course, how does the workbook play into all of it. Not only that, but in the Math Genius Squad, where you're gonna find all of these full slide decks and the videos, you're gonna get small group activities, you're gonna get RTI resources, enrichment resources, language support, assessment support, you name it, I have thought of it, and I've included it for you inside of the Math Genius Squad. So the Math Genius Squad is a professional development membership for math expressions users. Please go see our link below at www.empowerlearngrow.com and learn more about the Math Genius Squad and how it might serve you. If you're not ready for it yet, make sure you ask your principal. Oftentimes our principals will buy it for us because again, it's professional development. Either way, keep doing the quick practice. It is a win-win for everybody, and we're giving you all the resources you need at no additional cost.